Me. Audio check. Checking 1, 2. I see my audio thing moving. I see that the music is being heard. I see that I've only been awake for like 20 minutes. Oh my god. I took a fat nap right before this. And I kept like making sure I wouldn't fully fall asleep, knowing darn well that I had to stream soon. So I was in this weird state of like, I really want to go to sleep, but at the same time I can't go to sleep. I woke up at like 8 this morning, which really doesn't sound that bad, but when you're in college, waking up at 8 sucks. I'm so used to only having to wake up at around like noon. But this semester specifically, oh my god. Let me do a quick little audio check here, see how I sound compared to the music. Audio check here, see how I sound compared to the music. Audio check here, see how I... Ooh! Oh yeah, that's right, you guys could hear that. Whoops. I think I sound fine. Anyways. Yeah, get this out of my screen. There we go. But yeah, I'm here. We're gonna do some animating. It's been a while since I've actually done this. Oh my god, in front of you guys. But we're here. I did the poll. We haven't really been getting a lot of views during streams. Only really like 2 people, and like that's how it looks to be the case again. Never mind. But yeah, I did do a poll to see what you guys wanted to see, and 200 of you said you want to see me do an animation stream. So I know for a fact 200 of you aren't going to be pulling up out of nowhere, but that was definitely a majority vote, so we'll see how it goes today. We'll see how many more people show up. But yeah, also if you weren't here last stream, I said that if it just keeps consistently being like only 2 people, I'm gonna have to probably pull the plug on streaming just for a little bit, because that's just something I can't do. But we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see how this goes and how this does. And everyone wants to see the Godzilla thingy, so here we go. I actually haven't worked on this one at all since the last stream. I keep making myself very clear with this specific project, I want to do 100% of it all in front of you guys. So I've been reserving it for you guys. But in doing so, that also means it's going to be a pretty long process. Whew. I ate before I napped too, and I'm only now like burping it all up. But oh, I need to load the map. Oh, what's it called? No, it was something water. It wasn't the water void. Oh shit. Nope. C. There's no way that was it. I've had more. There's no way it's this one. Also, for the first time in a while, stacked highlight list. I have not had to put this much stuff in the highlights folder in a while for a stream. There's a lot of stuff that I knew it. This is not it. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, what's my hotkey for this? Aha, I did it. Okay. Let me see if I can find that map again, because I really need it. Where is Source Filmmaker on my Steam account? There we go, Workshop. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff for my highlights folder, because a lot of stuff's happening recently. Mechagodzilla's DBD figure. Holy crap, that thing is gorgeous. I ordered mine finally. It went up on otaku mode. And yeah, I almost never get monster arts from Big Bad Toy Store because why would you do that to yourself? Most people just look at the price on Big Bad Toy Store and then just go, oh, well, I give up. That's expensive. I don't want to pay that much. I will never find a cheaper price than that. And then people look at that BBTS price and they think like that's the final decider, and that you aren't going to be getting any better deal than that when they have no idea that Big Bad Toy Store is almost always the worst possible option for you, at least with Monster Arts specifically. So it turns out I do have this. It's called a different thing. It's Eventide. This is the map I'm looking for. I found it! Ah, the project's still gorgeous. I was a little worried that it was corrupted, which would have sucked. but it's still here. Toko! Hi! Toku's here. Look at that. But yeah, I haven't worked on this at all since last stream. I am keeping this exclusively reserved. Well, Big Bad Toy Store is amazing. It really is. It's just specifically for Monster Arts, and unfortunately for a lot of people, that's the only thing they care about. So, in that regard, then it is bad. But I love Big Bad Toy Store. I just buy Monster Arts on a different site. Everything else, though, like, I have a pile of loot right now with like 16 things in it. Where are they? Oh, here they are. I found them. Well, if we go off of the choreography as it is now, I haven't storyboarded a single thing, so this is all kind of just on the fly stuff. Grab, toss, recover, immediately bash down, bite, grab, throw him over, kick, swim away, chase him. That's right, I wanted to headbutt him. Yep. Aha! Okay, so this is where we left off. Okay. I see now. Where's the camera go? Oh, it goes away. Let me fix that real quick. See if I can just tone down the music a smidge. Just a smidge. Because that's loud even for me. Remove the lighting. Camera is where? Aha, okay. So what do I want after the headbutt? Where'd they go? Found them. Found ye. Got it. Alrighty. I want to get them back on the surface because the underwater stuff is sick, but good lord is it hard to do. So they've had their fun underwater. I want to get them back on the surface. So after the headbutt, what is gonna happen? And I need Titanosaurus to lick some blows as well. I don't want it to be super one-sided. Godzilla whipping his dick out and swinging it around the video. I want it to be a fight. And so far, I think I've been keeping it kind of even. It's been pretty even. Now... So he's gonna headbutt him. He's definitely gonna be stunned or dazed. It's because they're gonna take that moment to do. What's he gonna do? We could make him... I got an idea. Okay, I got it. But... Oh, I already got that part. Oh, that's why I changed the map. Because it's hard as shit to even see them when they're underwater. There we go. If I just make it the black void for now, I can actually see what I'm doing. Animation streams are very odd for me in the sense that I either yap with you guys like crazy and I engage and we have like a fun ass time together, or I just don't talk at all, but I get so much stuff done. So it's just finding a healthy balance between chatting with you guys and then just going quiet for a bit and just letting you watch me work. And then after like getting a thing done, then just going back to you guys. Like, okay guys, what do you think? Ah, I heard about this one thing that happened. Like, but I can't multitask perfectly. At least when I'm in an improvised state like this, where I don't have storyboards, like a specific thing I'm supposed to be trying to follow, but when it's just me trying to wing it and just use my imagination, I kind of have to use my brain for the imagination. And then I just kind of stop talking. There we go. Oops. Nope. Ah, here we go. Oh wait, no, I do want that to be. Like that. Aha! Fixed it. Drag this out to make it last a little. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm gonna tell you guys or if I'm just gonna show you. I would do noise suppression so that you don't have to hear my keyboard clicking and my mouse. But noise suppression also gets rid of the funny little noises my voice makes sometimes. So then when I make those funny little noises to like communicate with you guys and be like, okay, I'm still here, it doesn't pick those up, and then it just seems like I'm dead silent to you guys. And it's like, is he still there? So I want to keep that on, but then you have to hear literally everything else too. Package that came in today. A package for something that only 1,000 people have. No, well, maybe more or less. Because some people might have duplicates. But only 1,000 exist. And I'm one of said possessors. Once my brain turns off for a second, I can talk about it. What am I looking for? Looking for that. That's not what I want. Titanosaurus. Yeesh. Fixed. Well, I might need to fix Chumbo over here too. There he is. When did I... Now, Kiss, I already did that. You missed that stream. You missed the stream where I made these two Kiss. like that. Why is it doing that? Where's his head? Is that the bone I'm looking for? No, I'm looking for this. So when I say I want every single bone, that means you listen to me. What are the other neck bones? Yeah, you heard me. You should have seen that stream. That was a while ago, though. Why can't you just headbutt normal? E. So I want to fix that. Yeah, why are you, like, digging your skull in there? But that looks dumb now. Maybe... You binged watched the specific scene where I made them kiss? Stop lying. Actually, I haven't seen how many views that one got. Maybe this isn't his fault. Maybe it's his fault. Nope. This was so fine a second ago. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, thank God I fixed it. There we go. There we go. I got it. It is crazy. Absolutely bonkers. How just having a Godzilla kaiju on the screen multiplies my viewers. It multiplies it. Doesn't this like add it like it multiplies. least when I'm not talking in the animation streams. At least these streams have the most zen music you've ever heard. So, even if you're one of the folks who likes when I'm more talkative, which according to statistics is not the case for most people, they just want the monster on the screen. At least you get to just listen to tunes. And then occasionally just look over and see how my progress is. This is kind of nice for me too, actually. I keep saying how busy I am and stuff with like college and work and whatnot. But if I don't really have to talk much and I can just do this, then yeah, I can kind of just do this without any worry. Like, say I pull up the stream and I'm like, guys, I'm super sleepy. Like, well, perfect. This is relaxing. So slow. Such a slow transition. Fuck, dude. What the hell? Ow! Let me fix that up a bit. Oh, you meant the music. Is that a plane in the background? I was like, what? It's a black void. And I'm like, what on earth could you be seeing as a plane? You meant the music. I think it's cars. I think it's cars driving by on like a rainy, wet road. Music for these streams is brought to us by Lo-Fi Girl. All music from Lo-Fi Girl is free for use without any required license. All I have to do is credit them in the description and the stream itself. Oh, planes flying by me is the least of my worries. It's the train station, like less than a mile away, that I gotta worry about. That thing is so loud. That train has me like that. That's what I do whenever the train pulls up at like 2 in the morning every night. It's so loud. It's the same train I take during the holidays to go back home. But God, when you're not going on it, when you're just trying to chill, God, that thing sucks. Okay, I gotta fix that elbow. Why do it gotta rotate like that? I don't want that loop. Well, while I try and figure out this weird looping issue, that thing I was speaking of earlier, only 1 in 1,000, is the event-exclusive Burning Godzilla. Only 1,000 were made, and I got one of them. I was one of the lucky folks who got one on INS Hobby. He comes with parts for the golden version of Haya Ghidorah, but I don't have Haya Ghidorah. I have the normal one. And that alone kind of makes me want to do a switch out, which I don't want to do, but at the same time I will if I can find someone who wants my normal Haya Ghidorah. But at the same time, I gotta review that thing. I didn't forget about that. I still gotta review Haya Ghidorah. I just can't right now because he's physically not with me right now. So what I think I'm gonna do, well, I just couldn't fit him in my dorm. So what I'm probably gonna do is, when I go back home for break, I'm gonna whip out my Haya Ghidorah, record footage of it, and then when I'm back home, or I mean when I'm back here, in my dorm, then I'll do all the voice recording and all the whatever I need, and the actual like reviewing stuff and editing, and that will be the review. I'm really excited to do that toy review, because that's something I want to do as well. I collect so many figures, I might as well put them in my content somehow. I want to do toy reviews. But first I gotta fix this stupid elbow. Wait a minute, do I not even have to? Well, okay. Aha, that kind of works. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Making sure the elbow looks, the whole side just looks pretty. Because at the moment it doesn't, but it does now. just got smashed in the skull. Gonna make him be like, fuck, that hurts. Oh, I don't want the tongue. I want the lower jaw. This is 2. Where's lower jaw? 3. Lower jaw 4. While Titano's screaming his ass off, oh, I know, I do want it to be like this. I just need to... There we go. The key to my progress was just shutting the hell up. But like, I'm getting it done. Now, how would I... Zoom in on his face. He's gonna snarl. And you'll see off camera something flashing blue. I like that I can post Transformers stuff in the highlight now, because I collect Transformers now. So not only... So I have 3 Transformers things in there. There's Leader Class Galvatron, which is like the 4th repaint of that sculpt or whatever. And I know a lot of people hate it. I don't care. Because I don't have the other ones, mainly specifically because I've been holding out for this specific version that's coming out. I want Studio Series 86 Galvatron, because I don't just want Galvatron, I want specifically the movie Galvatron, or the cartoon, the one with the most accurate colors. And that's what this one is, so this is the one I've been waiting for. There's War for Cybertron Skywarp, I'm hyped for that. Give me more War for Cybertron stuff. And then one of the craziest reveals, Omega Supreme is getting a reissue, specifically on Big Bad Toy Store. See, this is another point. Like, I love Big Bad Toy Store. This is something I ordered there. Yeah, Big Bad Toy Store celebrating their 25th anniversary, and they exclusively are getting a reissue of the Siege Omega Supreme. And that's one of the Titans that I've been wanting really badly ever since I started collecting Transformers. I'm like, man, that's one I wish I didn't miss out on. I really want that Omega Supreme. And then lo and behold, all of a sudden, just, hey, that one specific Titan class figure from like years ago? Yeah, we're bringing that one back. Like, how the stars have aligned in that situation. That was perfect. War for Cybertron Grimlock. I want War for Cybertron Grimlock too. His design in the DS game where he just turns into a giant truck, that would be awesome. I'm almost 90% sure you're referring to Fall of Cybertron Grimlock, and I'm just being a smartass. But yeah, he is in War for Cybertron on the DS game, where he's the truck. Which... I hope... God, that would be so cool. If Studio Series Gamer Edition keeps doing War for Cybertron, but specifically gets into, like, deep cut territory and does, like, the DS exclusive characters, oh my god, that would be awesome. That would be so cool. If they can do the DS characters and all the multiplayer exclusive characters, that would be amazing. Ah, there we go. Look, there's the Omega Supreme. Yeah, he's getting reissued only on Big Bad Toy Store, and I pre-ordered him immediately. He's like $200, but like it's that's crazy that he's coming back. I want him. I want him so bad. Situation extreme. Fit for Omega Supreme. Target identification. Megatron. Decepticon leader. Recommendation. Complete termination. God, I fucking love Omega Supreme. He's so cool. He's my mom's favorite too. Every time I talk about Transformers with her, every single time I bring it up, she's like, yeah, and that one that like turns into the rocket ship and the train thing and like Omega Supreme. She's like, yes, Omega Supreme. My dad had Omega Supreme as a kid too. Both of my parents grew up with 80s Transformers when they were growing up. I don't know if my mom had any or how many she had, but I know my dad, he had like all of them as a kid. He had everybody. His parents gave him all the Transformers. He had Omega Supreme. That's so fucking cool. I don't know if he had like season 3 characters or whatever, but he definitely had all the OGs. He had the Dinobots, he had Soundwave and his cassettes, Prime, the Seekers, Megatron. He had the Constructicons, Jazz, Ironhide and Ratchet. What else did he have? He had Prowl. He had Wheeljack. That's right, he had Wheeljack. Like he had so many of them. Look at me, finally finding a way to fit Transformers into my collection. Something I've always wanted to do. And I can do that now because of Haya. Because my Godzilla budget is so much smaller now that I can fit that money into other figures now. So now I can get Transformers. Does that look right? Yeah, that looks right. Okay. There we go. I gotta fix that camera though so you can actually see them in the murkiness. I feel like even if Haya makes a Mechagodzilla 21 at this point, I think I'm good. The Monster Arts one looks great. Like, it looks perfect. It comes with everything I'd want. It scales with my Haya stuff. They're gonna have to pull a miracle if they want me to give up that Monster Arts one for whatever they make. They could also come across the issue of making theirs too big. If they make theirs bigger just for the sake of being bigger, that could be a problem for me specifically. Because I love the size difference between the Monster Arts one and Haya Godzilla. I love that size comparison. But if they make theirs super big, I might not like that size difference. It might be too drastic for me, so who knows? So far, this Monster Arts one's pretty much got everything I'm asking for. I didn't really want a Proton Scream that badly. I didn't really care as much as everyone else did. I just wanted the Plasma Fists. And they got us that? Holy crap. The two things I really wanted: Plasma Fists and Plasma Fists and the colors, like really, really dark gray with the red. That's what I wanted, and they delivered. So I ordered, and I'm happy. I'm not worried about any weird sculpt defects or anything, because it's one of the few Monsterverse figures where they have the CGI model. It's a mech, so it's going to be practically flawless in terms of sculpt. The original one was too. That was flawless in terms of sculpt. It was just lack of accessories and little to no paint apps. And both of those problems have been fixed. They fixed both of those problems. It's got a buttload of accessories now, and it's got color. So I'm not really asking for much else, so I got it. We're gonna see how that goes when that releases, like, next year. But I'm excited. Like, Haya could make one and be like, well, look, we put more stuff in ours too. Like, look, he's got, like, missile accessories. I don't care. I don't care for the missile accessory. Like, it's got everything I want. Anything else you add to that figure is just... it's stuff that I'm gonna use once and then put back in the box and never use ever again. This Monster Arts one's got everything I was asking for, so I'm pretty content. Like, the one thing I could see Haya outperforming in terms of a Mechagodzilla that I would think that would actually catch my interest is just if the articulation was better. That's about it. That's really it. Like, colors, Monster Arts got it. If Haya does theirs too, just like that, maybe just a little better, I don't really care. Accessory-wise, again, like, they could add extra stuff, but I got what I want already. I don't really need any extra stuff. Yeah. If it's the same size, that'd be awesome. That'd be cool. But if they make theirs super big, I wouldn't really like that. Because if you look at Monster Arts Mechagodzilla by Monster Arts Godzilla and Kong, he is gigantic next to both of them. He's humongous. He is way too big. They made him way too big compared to their Godzilla and Kong. But due to him being way too big, you put him next to Haya Godzilla, which is in a larger scale, and now all of a sudden that oversized Mechagodzilla looks right. Now it looks normal because they oversized him to begin with. So now it looks right. So I like Monster Arts Mechagodzilla with Haya Godzilla. So if Haya decides to make theirs, it'd be cool if it was around that same size as well. And they don't just make it bigger just for the sake of it being bigger. And then people go, oh, bigger's better. And I was like, not if it's too big. Okay, now I gotta fix the camera here so you can actually see them. I got an idea. Now I just gotta fix that clipping. That can be fixed with a little bit of... Now I just gotta move this bozo. whoa. Whoa. I really gotta learn how to light a scene to make it look underwater. Because it's doable. It's absolutely doable. I'm just using a weird map that just straight up is underwater, which kind of stinks. But there's ways you can just light a scene to just make it look like it's underwater, where there's not actually any water effects. It's just you're really good at the lighting, and then it makes it appear like it's underwater. probably the least of everybody else's interest. So I went over Godzilla, well, Mega Godzilla. I went over him. I went over Transformers. Ow. Sorry, I just had a weird pain in my shoulder. The Figmas. Figma, Suisei, and Miko. Oh, I've been waiting for those so badly. They are both absolute goats in Hololive, and they're getting Figmas, which is about time. And they look fabulous. We've known about them for a while. Like, we saw their prototypes a while ago, but not only do we see them colored now, but also all of their promo pictures and their pre-orders are up, and I snatched them instantly, and man, am I excited. But what I'm really excited for is the rest of Myth. We still need... Kiara comes out very soon, and then we just need Ina and Ame, but the elephant in the room is Ame, because for those of you that know, or for those of you that don't know, I guess, Amelia Watson does not stream anymore. That they are no longer a streaming VTuber. So people are worried that her Figma might get canceled. But there is still hope that they aren't going to cancel it, because she wasn't fired and she hasn't left Hololive. She's just working in a new position. And they're still keeping the character, and she will come back every now and then for like music videos or like fun projects and events. But yeah, so she's still an affiliate of Hololive, and they did say that they are not planning on canceling any merchandise of her that was currently in production. So we're hoping that that means the Figma won't get canceled either. And if that's the case, that will be awesome, because I really want that thing still. My Myth collection will not be the same if she's not in it. It's going to be so weird. But I think Ina's happening first anyways. Or who knows, maybe the plan is that they're supposed to come out at the same time. We'll see. But for now, Miko and Suisei. Gonna turn this around. Look at that, a subscriber! I heard the jingle. For once. It was kind of quiet on my end, though. Did I get Kong Survivor Instinct? No, I did not. That game does not look fun. Yeah, it does not look fun. I might play it just for you guys, but if I do not expect me to be having fun. Expect constant ragging on the game. If I play it, just expect that. Because it does not look like a fun game. It looks like a game that the entire Monsterverse / Godzilla / Kong community is looking at right now and going, oh, that looks cool. But the literal instant you take that IP away, like say it was just generic monster game and it wasn't specifically licensed as Monsterverse, or it's specifically Kong, or like this is specifically in the Monsterverse. If it was just some random game with like monsters in it, nobody would care. This would go right over everyone's heads and we would not care. We'd go, oh, there's monsters, I guess. Game looks boring. Bye. But just specifically the fact that it's a part of the Monsterverse is making people super interested, or some even thinking that it looks like a really good game. I don't think so. It looks like a really bad game. I don't care about its connection to the Monsterverse. If it's canon, I'm pretty sure it is. That's very disappointing. It's lore that's gonna lead literally nowhere and do nothing except just make things more complicated. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm not excited for that game. I don't plan on playing it. If I ever do play it, it's gonna be here for you guys, and I'm probably not gonna like it anyways. Wikizilla's probably gonna play it. Probably. I know they play a lot of games, but at the same time, I'm usually familiar with them playing multiplayer games. Like where they all just hang out together and play. Toku's been on some of those streams. I don't know if Toku's still here, but yeah, Toku's been on some of those Wikizilla streams, and those were pretty cool. But I know they played City Shrouded in Darkness, and that's not multiplayer, so who knows? Maybe they will play it. Honestly, up to them. If I were to guess, like, just, I have no confirmation of anything. I'm not even in the Wikizilla server or anything. Just totally going off of guessing. I'm gonna guess yes, they're gonna play it. I think that they're gonna play, the fucking spider game. Kong something. Kong, why does this spider have a human skull? The game. Because cool, Psychronize. Because cool. Okay, well. Okay, I guess. ... Why am I messing with his hands? I need to be posing Titano. Yeah, so that's the thing. Tiamat's in the game too, I guess, or something. I don't know. I'm tired of Tiamat. Dominion comic came out. People saw Godzilla fight Tiamat in the comic. People were immediately like, "Oh my god, she's stronger than Godzilla underwater, and she has all these super cool powers, and it's a girl, and it killed a Kong, and it's in Godzilla's old lair. Oh my gosh, she's so cool." Man, she needs to be in the new movie and do like all this crazy stuff and be like the most important character ever who does all this super crazy awesome stuff. And I'm like, why? Then I heard she was actually gonna be in the new Empire, and I was like, why? Why are they putting her in this movie? And then she died instantly, and I'm like, okay, now I feel better. Okay, you know what? That's fine. I was like, I'd rather her just be in the movie and die immediately, so then we don't have to worry about her again. Like, she's dead. I don't have to think about her or worry about her anymore. Or worry about people constantly being like, put her in this part, because she's dead. You can't do that anymore. Then this Kong game came out that's apparently canon, and I mean, I'm assuming it takes place before New Empire, hence her being in it. And she's in that, and I guess she does a ton of other shit too, and it's like, okay, fucking cool, I get it. She's the new cool kid monster. Like, you're the cool kid if you like Tiamat. Like, whatever. It's dumb. Yeah, and she's a kid. She has a baby Tiamat now. I'm like, why are we giving her so much shit? Like, not like giving her so much shit like I'm giving her crap. I'm giving her so much shit like, why are we giving her so much lore? Like, it's some random serpent thing that has done nothing. And we're giving it all this crap and trying to, like, pretend it's the coolest thing on Earth. Like, I don't know. Yeah, and she's probably gonna get a Haya too, and I don't know. Tiamat is definitely not the most overhyped monster in the franchise, but I think they've had the largest upbringing in the ranking than any other monster. Like, from point A to point B, I don't think any monster has risen from one position to so high more than Tiamat has, which is nuts. Like, you have monsters that are way more overrated than Tiamat for sure, but like, they've stayed there. Like, they've stayed in that position. Tiamat has been like middle-ish and has skyrocketed so far in so little time, and I just don't get it. It's such a this is my persona monster, in the sense that, like, this is my monster that I want to put in the Monsterverse. I'm gonna make it, like, super strong, and, like, I'm gonna make it have all these crazy powers, and it's gonna have a kid, and it's gonna be in every single story, and it's gonna... And at the same time, like, it's gonna contribute really nothing at the end of the day, but it's gonna have all this crazy stuff. And has all these crazy, wacky superpowers. Why? Tiamat meant literally nothing, and now all of a sudden is, like, everywhere. I don't get it. But I don't need to. I really don't need to. I don't need to put too much thought into it, because the Monsterverse sure isn't. They sure aren't. So why should I? Why should I put myself through the mental strain of trying to make the Monsterverse make sense if they aren't even trying to make it make sense? But at the same time, I'm gonna ignore it. But at the same time, I'm not gonna go just ignore it and love it unconditionally. Like, just stop thinking about it and just turn your brain off and say it's the coolest thing on Earth. And no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry, but if something's not gonna try, it doesn't get brownie points for not trying and then going, oh, it wasn't trying to try, which means it's doing the right thing, which means it's perfect. It's like, no. If you're not trying and it's sloppily made, then yeah, I'm gonna treat it as such. I have to close his mouth. There are shots in GXK that look like I made them. I don't think I ever said that on stream. I've said that so many times on Discord. Mainly when the movie was still coming out. Like, when we were getting, like, ads and teasers and stuff. There's shots in that movie that look like I made them. Like, that shot of Godzilla waking up in Rome. And he's, like, walking down the, like, river or whatever. Oh my god. I could have made that. On this, I could have made that on this software. Whew. I think next stream I'm going to work on this again. Like, I'm going to also work on it here. Or, next stream I'm going to work on this project still. So, another animating stream. But before that stream, I think I'm going to look up how to light a scene to make it look underwater. Because I really don't like this ocean map that I have right now. I really don't like it. I don't like how murky the water is. I don't like the weird, like, warpy effect. I like it, I just don't like how drastic it is. It really hides a lot of the detail, and I can't be as creative with the lighting. So, I'm gonna see if I can... I think it's gonna be worth it if I try to figure out how to light the scene to look underwater with just lights and like maybe a small filter. I think that's going to be worth it in the end. Because even when I finish all the animating for this, I'm still not even close to being done. Then I got to go back throughout the entire thing and just touch up all the little iffies here and there. Make it all spiffy. Polish it, touch it up. Make sure everything's perfect. Then I can get into post-production. But yeah, I want to see if I can do that. Because just looking at this, I'd still have to do way more to make this look underwater. But just this effect right here looks really nice. And that's just one light on him. Just put like a little small filter over it. Maybe some extra kind of lighting behind him. And there you go, he's underwater. And you can actually still see him too, and it's not all murky and blurry. Well, okay, let me remove the... There we go, now it's not blurry. Like, look how much more clear it is to see them now. All this sky stuff. It's a box. It's like a big dome for a sky background. That's all that is. Damn, you just can't. Yeah. And I want this project to look good. I don't want it to just look like any other goofy-ass random source filmmaker video. I know filmmaker can look great. I've done it before. It's just... when it's underwater, it's hard. And I really want to get that polished look that I usually get for my other stuff. So I think I should try to figure out how to, instead of using a literal water map, just light a void like this to make it seem like they're underwater. Because then I can get all that detail to pop out. And like I said, even when I'm done with all the animating, I'll go back and like touch everything up so it doesn't look as janky. And I can make it look more crisp. And have that effect that makes it doesn't look... that effect that will make it not look just like any other source filmmaker thing out there. There's a lot of polishing you can do. And the difference between that polishing and not polishing is what really distinguishes most source filmmaker content from others. Because you can make it look amazing, trust me. If you've seen any Five Nights at Freddy's music video from source filmmaker, you look at that and go, how the hell did they do that? And I still don't know. They're gods. FNAF music video animators are gods with this software, and it's impossible to describe how they do it. You'll see like 9 million different models for the exact same animatronic design on Source Filmmaker, and you're like, what the hell? That's probably for some good reason. They're probably all used or something, for all I know. But since I'm gonna polish everything up later, I don't need to make all the animations look perfect here. I just need to get the core movements down. Oh yeah, you know what sorry for just suddenly screaming after silence. You know what I did yesterday? I saw Transformers 1 for the first time. I watched Transformers 1. Oh my god, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it, loved it, loved it. Badassatron is still the stupidest thing ever. I can like it ironically. I still think Bumblebee was the worst part of the movie, not even close. But whenever it wasn't him, I thought the movie was perfect. Oops. I was in love with that film. I don't want him to look at him immediately. Are you spies? Or just incompetent lackeys? God, I fucking loved that. Steve Buscemi as Starscream was a match made in heaven. Can't believe it took us this long to get it. Like, we got Tom Kenny Starscream. That was also a perfect match, but we only just now got Steve Buscemi Starscream. and it's perfect. You really think you can just insult me to my face and then walk away? Ooh, yikes, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. So why don't I... How would I rank it compared to the other Transformers movies? It's number one. It's number one, no hesitation. And I'm very weary for when a new movie comes out. I'm very careful to not just straight away say it's the number one of whatever. Because whenever something's brand new, you always have the impression that it's the coolest thing ever. Because it's the first time you've ever seen it. It's new to you. And it's a whole new experience to you. And you're going to love it. And you're going to instinctively think it's better. Because you could have watched the other films that exact same day. And you might like it. But that brand new thing, you're going to like way more. Most likely. Not always. Most likely. Because it's just a whole brand new experience that you haven't had yet. So it's what people call the honeymoon phase, where when a movie has just come out, or anything else, like maybe a game just came out or something, a new piece of media has just come out, and you instinctively have an elevated sense of passion for it, because it's something brand new, it's a whole new experience, so you see it much higher. And then once the honeymoon phase ends, it's when you're more biased towards it. Or it's when your bias sort of disappears. And you're more rational about it. And you're less... You can look at it from a distance better. Because it's not the whole crazy hype train at the moment anymore. Like King of the Monsters, for example. That movie came out. People didn't care how good or bad it was. Ghidorah, Mothra, and Rodan were back. People were like, holy shit, this is the coolest thing ever. people gave it a few years. Like, okay, the hype train's gone. I can sit back and just look at this movie for what it is. And we realized it was absolutely horrible. That King of the Monsters was terrible. It was terrible. So, when -1 came out, I watched that and went, this is the greatest movie ever. This is the greatest Godzilla film ever. And I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, let's give it a second. This might just be a honeymoon phase thing. I don't want to jump the train right away. I'm still very confident that that is the best Godzilla film. I think even better than 54. Like, I get it. It's the first movie, the OG, whatever. Really strong message. I'm not saying I don't like the film. It's still easily like a top 5 for me. The very first film. Probably like top 3, actually. But I still just think -1. I still think -1 is the best film. Just hands down. Just straight up. I think -1 delivers in every single regard that a film wants to deliver in. I think it's got everything. And those aspects are all handled great. It's got everything, and I love it. I love it for that. Then we come back to Transformers 1. I watched Transformers 1. I still think it's the best one. Well, you got... Okay, so if you put it up next to all 5 Michael Bay films and Bumblebee and Rise of the Beasts, I'm fairly confident that it is easily number 1. Not even close. Just straight up. Then you remember the 1986 movie. Now things are interesting. The 1986 movie isn't perfect. It is so good. It is so good. But it still isn't perfect. There are a lot of parts in that movie that people aren't really passionate about. There are so many parts of that movie that not a lot of people care about. But the parts that people do care about are some of their favorite moments in the entire franchise, and I totally get it. The battle for Autobot City is amazing. If you've never watched the G1 cartoon and you just went right into that movie, you'd go, man, this is an awesome-ass fight. But then that's kind of it. It would be like a Monsterverse movie for you. Whoa, look at all this cool shit. But like, okay, whatever, I guess. Watch the cartoon and then watch that movie. The fight for Autobot City is brutal. There are so many people in it, and every single person in that fight is a fully named character with a distinctive design, with personality traits and story and quirks and nooks and everything. And they are all at their peak, and they are all dying. It is nuts. If you just watch the movie though and you go, oh look, these are cool. For all you know, these are just random mass soldier, like background character soldiers. No, every single person in that fight is a named distinctive character that you get to learn about in the show. So that fight is intense as hell. Other moments. Optimus Prime dying. Like, need I say more? Unicron meeting Megatron? Whew, that is a terrifying scene. Unicron attacking Cybertron, and then Autobots and Decepticons have to work together to fight him? And it's just everyone attacking him as he's standing on top of the planet. Oh my lord. But there are so many parts that nobody really cares about. Like, fucking the Junkion stuff. Some people absolutely love that shit. Don't get me wrong. I kind of like it. I like it. I don't love it. I like it. I love the Junkions. That's such a cool idea. I love that they talk in like radio quotes and TVs, kind of like Bay vs. Bumblebee. They talk exclusively in like TV quotes and stuff. I love that, and I love their designs. But there's so many weird things in that movie, like Ultra Magnus fucking exploding, and they just put him back together after you just watched Optimus die. It's like, okay. What the fuck? I guess those wounds weren't fatal. That weird shit of like Hot Rod and Cup fighting the squid. They fought Octopus Prime. Like, who why are we watching this? The Quintessa, that scene was pretty cool though, where they're on the Quintesson planet or whatever, and they meet the Sharkticons. Like, that was pretty cool. Watching the Dinobots fucking bust in and start saving them from the... I liked that. I don't think Bumblebee talking in radio was a reference to the Junkions. I just think it was a really close coincidence. Because Bumblebee was supposed to talk in the Michael Bay movie. I'm pretty sure. I think. No, never mind. But I think that was just a coincidence. There's no way the Bay movie made a deep cut reference like that. There's no way. Like, if it was some like weird background thing, then maybe, because the Bay movies have those kinds of like references. But when it's like a core part of the story, especially with the early films, there's no way. There's no way. And that's such a random thing to pull from too, but I think they just made him speechless because it was just a fun little like quirk they could play off of. And I think it worked. I think that was a smart idea. I liked it. It was fun. But I don't think that Michael Bay went, oh my god, I love all those Junkions talking like TV. I should make Bumblebee. I don't think that's what he did. There's no way. It's cool though for the same reasons. It's just, I don't think they made Bumblebee do that because of the Junkions. But I do love how the Junkions talk in like radio quotes and TV lines. He's dead, Jimmy. Satisfaction guaranteed. That's right, they talk weird. Wow. Satisfaction guaranteed. I'm a pepper. Want me a pepper too? Redgar's cool. I want his 86 figure. I don't want the other Junkions though. I just want Redgar specifically. Ow. But Redgar's tricky to get. So we'll see. But we are nearing the end of stream time. So with that, we can see what we've done. I think we did pretty good. We polished this up. We finished that shot. Yeah, look at that. I think that was good. We got a lot of figure stuff to talk about. Talked about the Monsterverse or whatever. We've consistently had at least like 4 or 5 people. I see that as an improvement. It's crazy what just having Godzilla on the screen does to people. Whether or not I like it, the statistics are there, right there for me. And I'd be silly if I didn't follow them. So we'll see. But then again, I did just do the stream and I was like, wait a minute, this is way more fucking zen than I was expecting. And I didn't put the pieces together that, like, I'm exhausted this semester. And, like, we were exhausted this semester. I've been exhausted this semester. And these streams are super relaxing. I'm not, like, having to shout or, like, game like a gamer. I just sit here. I don't have to worry about monologuing the whole time. This is a stream where I can socially... It's an environment that's socially acceptable for me to just shut up for a prolonged period of time, and people don't care, because that's the whole point. So, I think I'll do this again. It was cool. It's nice knowing that I can just stop talking and people don't leave. That was my biggest worry, and why I wasn't really the biggest fan of doing animation streams, because I thought that if I want to animate, I have to stop talking. But I thought that if I stop talking, then people are going to leave, and then there's no point in doing the stream. So then I just talk the whole time to keep people here. But when I talk, I can't animate. So I was like, uh-oh. But now that I know, when I shut up and I just start working, people don't leave, they stay. So now that I have that info, I mean, I better not have just jinxed it and have next week no one show up again. But this was neat. I liked this. I want to see if I can at least get over 12 people. I want to get over 12 people at a stream, and for them to stay here. I want them to stay. Not like, oh my gosh, we've reached 12, and then it goes back down to like 6. I want to see if I can get people to stay. And I just want to know what I have to do to get to that point is all. If just doing this more often is what I have to do to get that, then absolutely, I'll just keep doing this. But, yeah. This was fun. It was chill. It was easy on my tired body. Yeah. I might upload a short tonight. I did some, like, recording for a short/reel for my Figuarts Freerin figures that might go up tonight on YouTube and Instagram tonight. But yeah, aside from that, I'm pretty good to go. So with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna head out, and I'm just gonna relax and see what I can do before I go to bed. But it was fun to be here again. This is fun. I'm gonna do this again next week. I want to do this again next week. So with that, I hope you all have a good rest of your evening, have a good Thursday, and a good rest of your week too. Yeah. Have a good evening, everybody. Mwah.